Hey everybody, sorry I accidentally hit the button a little early, but hey, it is what it is. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday afternoon. Um, if you missed the podcast this morning with William Nighthawk and me on his Paranormal Weekend podcast, it was a good show. I just wanted to get, hey Ozzy, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. The last two campfires when we had that EVP going on, and it talked about an old man, or talked about him. I'm sorry, him. Um, my daughter's friend and her and my daughter were taking trash out to the trash bin, which my trash bin's quite a bit away from the house. It's at the end of the drive, and they didn't make it that far because they looked over at the shop, and my daughter's friend seen an old man with his fist on his hips. My shop door was open, the light was turned on, and I guess the old man was standing there. So that was kind of interesting. I'm not 100% sure that's what that EVP was talking about, but it coincides with the other stuff. And if you missed William and my show, that's following Sunday morning. Uh, during that show, I heard a female say hello at my door over here, which I turned my attention to it. Apparently, I was heard on the live too. And then William was telling me about a woman that was standing behind me, which sounds a lot like my mother. And I've stated this before, and I think some of the communication I've had is my late mother. So I just figured that was a couple updates you guys might be interested in. But how's everybody doing today? So, and I was supposed to have Corey on tonight. I uploaded a video earlier, and it's called Corey's Encounters. He was going to come on tonight and share, but he's got some stuff going on at home. So we will push that for another time. But man, I hope you guys get on my YouTube channel and you check out that story. It was really awesome. Had a lot of fun with it. Me and him talked about some stuff, and we actually noticed new things that he didn't notice before. So it was a really good show or video. I was glad to do it. Oh, I get you. It snowed here earlier, Ozzy, but it didn't last long. I mean, as soon as the sun came out, and a couple minutes, it was gone. They've had a lot of weather off and on down here through the week. I've been on vacation. I actually go back to work Tuesday. But being as I was on vacation, they didn't call me into work, which can be both good and bad. Yeah, the money would be great, but at the same time, having some time off has been nice. Even though pretty much my whole time off, I've been dealing with this knee injury. I'm getting back and forth. I've been able to walk around very good. Right now, I'm using a cane to help me get me around. There's moments that I could walk around pretty good without it, and there's kind of moments I need it. Also, to let you guys know, D.A. Roberts and me will be doing a paranormal investigation at some friends of mine own a bar in Everton, Missouri called the Shaved Beaver. And there's a lot of paranormal activity that has been reported there. And so I got with D.A. Roberts, and him and I are going to go out there one night, possibly two, so we would work out. And we are going to be doing a paranormal investigation out there. I'll record everything I can. I won't be able to do live because we won't have good enough signal to do live out there. But I will record it and post a video and all the evidence we find during this paranormal investigation. So I'm looking forward to being out there and seeing that. I'm trying to debate on what I want to call that show when I download it because, Shaved Beaver. It's like, do I do that pun or do I do something else? I'll work on the name with DA on that. But so that will be coming soon. Right now, let's keep DA in our prayers. Not only is he dealing with some health issues, but his mother-in-law is too. Also, keep William Nighthawk in our prayers with his medical issues that's going on. So if you get a chance, man, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. That'd be top notch. Um, I have not had. I mean, I've had some weird stuff going on. I did leave my camcorder out one night trying to catch stuff. I didn't get a whole lot on there. After last week's EVP deal, I listened to the digital recording. I did hear some clicks and bangs, but I cannot definitively say that was connected with that. Hey, Ray, how's it going? So I didn't do anything with that video or with that recording, just because you can pretty much catch everything on the live from the campfire chat last week. So I didn't want to flood something that we already had. If I had something that I can definitively say, yes, that was paranormal, then I would have posted that recording. But being as I can't do it. I'm just not going to put something out there unless I'm pretty sure what something is, what it is. But uh, has any of you guys had any new experiences this week that either want to share in chat or come on and share? My daughters did have another UFO that they seen the other night. Besides that, an old man in my shop. But I will be doing a. I get it. Seems to be slow this week. If you guys didn't catch William and I's show this morning, I'm going to pose you a question like I posed to them on there. It has seemed like that way, hasn't it, Ray? So the question is, why do you guys think that the paranormal supernatural activity has ramped up here lately? Is it A, because people are um, less afraid to come out about it? B, is it because we're no longer practicing the old ways, like having wrought iron around the graveyards? Um, C, is it because of what CERN did? Or D, all the above? I think a little bit of all the above has a lot to play with it. That's my opinion. But I'm curious on what you guys think. And if you listen to this later on, I still want to hear what you guys think. And so, I mean, just still shoot me a message and we'll talk about it. But I'm talking with Penny right now. She's going to be sending me some stuff. She said, "Hello, how you doing today?" Man, I am going to butcher this, and I apologize. Shinval girl. I am sorry. I will butcher that up. I'm just going to call you she. How you doing today? Uh, but so I'm just kind of curious what you guys think on that. Yeah, right, Ozzy. Yeah, I'm right there with you on that. Um, I mean, I think just a lot of stuff play into that side of it. That's why I'm curious. But it's Melissa. Oh, hey Melissa, how you doing? Thank you. That's going to be so much easier. I'm just a hillbilly. I'm trying to figure out some of these names, although they're funny or cool. It's kind of hard on me. Um, but I'll get to that later. Um, I just find it interesting that so much stuff has ramped up through the years, and that's what kind of where I'm at on it, and that's kind of what we touched basis on this morning. Um, as far as more of what that EVP from last week was, I haven't really found out a whole lot. I know what William described Sunday morning sounded a lot like my mom. Oh, okay. I get, dude, that video you shared, Melissa. Wow, you can see that orb hit you damn near right in the face, and then watch your head react. That was wicked cool. So, but yeah, I watched that a few times, man. I had to really look. It was like then all of a sudden, boom, I could see it. I had to watch it a few times before I could see everything. Um, but once I get Penny's encounters, I'll write everything down. Man, I seen it. I really did see it. See your face and your reaction when it happened. And I can't blame you for being that way. Honestly, I cannot blame you for being like that. That would be, especially when it looked like you was just on your cell phone looking at maybe podcast or something, and all of a sudden, blam, you get nailed by this thing. Hey, David, how you doing today, buddy? I was just talking about that video that your wife posted on Facebook. Um, but yeah, I mean, far as your reaction to something like that, I don't think anybody can dispute why you acted the way you did. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. Um, yes, I wanted to make sure that's what you was doing. Um, okay, Ozzy, you have a good day, hon. We'll talk to you later. Um, but I will get Penny's encounters done up and put out. If she ain't got no video or pictures or videos of anything, I'll come up with something that kind of fits with the story. So I will be doing another video soon on that. I'll probably call it Penny's Encounters. Uh, but I had fun doing Corey's. I had fun talking with Corey's about his. So I'm happy to see that out there. I hope everybody enjoys it. Looked like somebody commented on a little bit ago. I haven't had time to look at it. I was actually being I finished. I could tell. I mean, I was sitting there watching that, David, and I didn't see you do nothing. I was like, he doesn't know what happened. He must not know what happened. I mean, you just see her, you just see it hit her in the face, and she does this, and then all of a sudden she's looking around. It's like, oh my gosh. Um, but no, I had fun doing Corey's deal. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I've been working. I got my fan my Varigan Guard Book One House of Battle book done. I've got a friend of mine that's reading over it, trying to see if there's anything I need to change on it before I do my final editing. Once I get my final editing done, it will be out and be put on Kindle, hardback, paperback, and I will start interviewing producers to put it out on audio. So I should have I should be having that out soon. So I was working on my Western, Cody Barrett, The Start of a Legend. I'm working on chapter 3 of it right now. I've got a lot of books I'm working on that I'm trying to get done. I'm just kind of, which one do I want to work on now type deal. Um, it was kind of nice having this vacation time off where I could work on them because I'm like way far behind. I mean, I've got 10 books that I'd been working on. I'm way far behind getting any books done. So, taking these 11 days off was kind of nice. Sadly, like I said, I've been hurt most of this time off, so I wasn't able to get near as much stuff done as I wanted to, but it gave me more writing time. But so let's get back into some of this stuff here. Give you a rough idea of my dogs are running around like their chickens with their head cut off outside. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys can hear it through the speaker or not. They just got through running up that ramp. Snow, sit still, buddy. Um, but Cody had sent me stories and pictures about a face he seen in the fire, a picture off a game cam of a manifestation, a picture of a storm cloud or storm front. There was some really cool stuff in that storm front, and pictures of possibly a flying gremlin. So I'm encouraging anybody to go over there and watch that. I think it's awesome. I really do. It was fun to do that. So I'm looking forward to doing Penny's next. But On this side here, I mean, I've had a few things happen. I've heard some bangs, some pops. Earlier, for some reason my cast iron flew off the deal, went scattering across the floor at my daughter. Um, Outside of that, I've not had a whole lot here. I haven't messed with my EVP lately. I just have been so engrossed in my work or staying off my knee, trying to get it to heal, that I have not done a whole lot of it. But it was cool last Sunday how Corey said he can hear that woman say hello to me on William's show. That was awesome. That kind of backs a lot of stuff up that I had, and the fact that William was able to see the entity the following morning. So that was cool. But for those you don't know, I was talking about a little bit ago on Melissa's deal. Melissa and David do a lot of paranormal research, so they get to see a lot of stuff. And to be able to see them react out of something that would just caught them off guard, and you can actually watch it happen, that is awesome. I love real time stuff like that. That's why when I do these EVPs, if I do them on my live or do them when I'm by myself, I love it because it's first time action. Yeah, first time I had that EVP that caught me off guard when I was just kind of showing some of my stuff off. Man, that I love that stuff. So I'm hoping that this one of many different paranormal investigations I'm about ready to go on. I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe doing that one at the Gate of the Temple Lodge. I'm part of University Lodge with Freemasons, and I've got a chance to be able to do a paranormal investigation down there at the Gate of the Temple. I may have an opportunity to do one at the Shrine Mosque here in Springfield, and I may also have an opportunity to do one at I think it's called the Lincoln Center at OTC, Ozark Technical Community College. And then, of course, I mean, Shave Beavers is there. We're going to be doing that. Um, I'll be getting with D8 later on to get more of the stuff narrowed down. I don't want to bother him too much with him being at the hospital right now. Uh, so that's cool. I mean, that's really cool. Me and him's in the works on doing something else that I think everybody's going to like. I don't want to really put that out there until he's ready for me to put it out there. But we kind of talked about something else that we're going to be doing that I think you guys would really love, and I am looking forward to getting out there and doing it. And it'll be basically a documentary. So, got a lot of stuff in the works, man, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But I just brain farted on something for a second. But anyways, so I mean, as anybody that's in here that's not communicating, have you guys got any encounters you want to share? This is the perfect time to do this. Perfect platform for it. We do not judge people on this show. If you have an encounter that you want to talk about, we'll kind of break it down. Like I always say on my shows and on William's shows, I may not agree with your theory, but hey, I'm not going to knock you for your theory. Your theory is your theory. That's why we all come together and talk it over and figure it out. But outside of that, I've not had a whole lot going on. I keep getting the feeling something's watching me outside my window when I'm working at night. So when I did that test run with my camcorder, I left the LED lights here on, and it did shine some in my room, but not as much as I would like. So I may have to turn these other ones on too. I had these on red. I may change the color on it to see if that helps, or I may have to go off to these ones that's across my ceiling and go from there to see how that works. If I can get enough light where it can cover, right now I'm just in a testing phase on how to set this up to see if we catch any more paranormal stuff when I'm not in here working. I mean, there was a couple things that, I had seen a couple shadow movements, but being the light was on outside, I cannot definitively say that was paranormal. That very well could have been shadow play from a dog or my daughter. So that's why I didn't post anything with that, because even though it's shadow stuff. I'm pretty sure I didn't check the timestamp, but I know I've got to remess with this. So I think the timestamp's off on this. So I'm pretty sure that happened while we were all in bed, but I can't definitively say it was. So that's why I didn't post that video. I may be doing one. I'll probably leave my yard light on so that way we can get some more, be able to see with the camera. Um, if anything is out there, I don't know how many times I've had stuff tap on my window here, which I'm pretty sure that's my guest. That usually happens around the time that my guests are here. Um, and if I end up catching my guest, we'll have to wait. I can't post that yet. I'll have to add that to the docu series with Linda Eastburg. Hey, Smoke Bay, your tail is making noise, man. Come over here, lay down. Come on, bro. Come over here, lay down. Lay down with your bullwhip tail. Your tail is vibrating through the deal on my mic. Yeah, get a pit bull, they say. They're fun, they say. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Good boys. Good boys. I'm sorry you guys are. Hey, am I going to have to tie your tail up? Come on, dude. You're being rude. You're being rude. I know you're happy. You're being rude. Sorry, guys. The life of a pit bull owner. But I love them to death. Sometimes they irritate me. Go on. Get. Go on. Go lay down. Good boys. No, they don't. No, I say go lay down. The good boys don't mean. I didn't say come eat. I said good boys. Go lay down. Come on, dude. You're interrupting the show. Pain in the butt. I want to duct tape your tail to your leg. Lay down. Good boys. Sorry, guys. Anybody knows anything about pit bulls? Their tails are like bullwhips, and anything they hit, just man, they can do a lot of destruction with them on their tails. I'm pretty convinced that if you take a tail of a pit bull and you start, torturing somebody with it, how he is, and hitting them all over, they'll probably sing like a canary. Something about a pit bull's tail, just that kind of pain is just different. But I'll turn this thing on here, see if we get any reaction. Hopefully, some people come in that's got some stuff that they want to talk about today. I think that'd be cool. That's what this show's about. As soon as Corey's got a moment, I will have him on the show talking about his encounters that I did the video on. And if any of you guys want to come on a video wise and share about your stuff, you let me know, and I will send you an invite. And I would love to get you guys. I'd love to have anybody on here that wants to talk about their encounters. There it is. But one thing I found interesting about William's little picture there when it said him and fear, the one he was sharing, for the simple fact of what I've dealt with here. And it was the same words. It was him and fear. Oh, you're already beeping? Is it because of my electronics? Yeah, it's my electronics. That's why. You like that better? There we go. If I get it too close to electronics, it likes to beep. Okay. But, the fact that, what that eyewitness described it and what she wrote down on there is kind of interesting how I've had the same reactions here with the EVPs the last 2 weekends. So I'll probably need to look more into that. I'm wondering if it ain't connected somehow. I know demonic entities can shapeshift and appear as something different. But usually it makes me wonder if his name ain't him or something like that. So the fact that what I've had here, what his investigation has brought him to, the timing is just too coincidental on that. It is. That's cool. That's cool. I'm trying to think of. Trying to remember if there's any encounters I've not shared with you guys ever before. What would you guys like to hear about? We'll just make it that way. What do you guys want to hear about? Because this show's all about you guys, um, just as much as it is about me. Bucky, calm down. Animals. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Bucky, he was on the show earlier on Williams, little long haired Chihuahua. He is a very needy dog. Uh, I'm trying to remember if there's been an encounter I haven't talked about before that I am allowed to talk about. Anything and everything. That's kind of the way I am. Oh, you changed on me again. Well, that's why I should have remembered that name just because of that little deal there. Man, as soon as you said your name, I was like, oh crap, I should have known that. Um, trying to remember. There was something that's happened recently, and I can't remember what it was that I kind of heard about. Um, if I remember it, I'll just have to do it another time. I'm getting with the seasons changing though. I've been noticing there's been a difference in activity out here. Um, Sadly, because my knee has been so swollen and it's been hard for me to put pressure on it, I've not been in the woods, which sucks. Um, Even if I ain't out there looking for my guest and signing my guest or interacting with my guest, I just like being in the woods, and not being able to get out there really sucks for me. I love being in my woods. I really, really, really love being in my woods. So I don't have anything on that right now. What I'm kind of curious about. So this, okay, I got something for you. I know I've probably shared this on the show before. Oh, that's your tail. I thought it was a dang fly. It's the wet part or the white part of your tail. Ah. So several years ago, um, yeah, yeah, David. Um, Several years ago, out off of W Highway, we had a lot of livestock that was mutilated, and the front of their throats were ripped out. Of course, I mean this was around mid late '90s when this happened, and we took it as it was cougars, and because I never really thought about it, we had pictures of cougars on game cam in that area. Conservation was telling us there's no cougars here. And we're like, yeah, you're full of shit. What's this? And you show them a video, and they still want to dispute it. I love Missouri. There's parts of Missouri water. Are you thirsty? What is up with the water? And we'll see if it does anything. It just said water on here. Which is interesting because the story does kind of take place next to the Niagara River. So, anyways, I love Missouri. There's a lot of parts of Missouri conservation that is good. There's parts of it that ain't, if that makes sense. But they have tried to hide stuff from us all the time, dealing with cougars, rattlesnakes, and stuff like that, bears, and a bunch of other stuff. So that's kind of that's mine. What's yours? It just said that's mine. What's yours? Are you talking about snow? Or are you talking about some decorations that I have up in here? But so with that being said, I want to make sure that was recording. Quit, dude. Stop. Go lay down.
I remember.
You remember who you are? If you don't quit, you're going to go out. I told you lay down. Hold on a second, guys. He's not going to let me. Come on. You're going out. You're not behaving. You're not listening. I can't have you interrupting. You're being rude. Do you remember who you are? Okay. It said I remember, but or are you talking about this story I'm telling? All right, we'll see what happens. But so they kept blaming it on a pack of bull mastiff. Well, bull mastiff for one ain't going to run in a pack, and two, if anybody knows anything about them big old lap dogs, they're pretty lazy unless they're provoked. So we argued with them for a long time over it. Like I said, back then we chalked it up to cougar. I didn't know a whole lot about dog man back then. In fact, to me, the only thing that ever existed was werewolves. Um, but the fact that dog men are reported frequently up and down the Niagara River, and where this was happening was along the Niagara River, and the fact that it was the front of their throats and not the back of their necks, which cougars, they're most commonly known for hopping on the back of their prey and killing them that way, makes me wonder if it was possibly Dogman who was killing that livestock back then. I don't know what you guys think on that, but that is something that I've recently come to think and ponder on because of the evidence and the crime scene. That I'm beginning to wonder quite heavily if it wasn't actually Dogman or not Cougar. Now, could some of it have been Cougar related? Yes. We did have game cam footage of a cougar in that area. But one cougar killing 50 or 60 different livestock, um, makes you kind of wonder. What do you guys think? I'm kind of interested in what you guys think about that situation.
Hot.
What's hot? Were you cremated? And that's why you say hot? Hey guys, keep it down, please. I'm sorry if you can hear them girls through this. Typical teenage girls being teenage girls. I need to probably write this stuff down. Now that I forgot most of it. I have to go back and listen to the recording. Man, that's weird because my mom was cremated. So I wonder if that's what it means by hot. Mind and remember. A lot of stuff adds up to this spirit could be my mom. Hey, keep it down. Keep it down. No, it's you girls talking. I know the difference between a dog and you girls. Hi, teenagers. But yeah, I was kind of. Yeah, there is a lot of that, Melissa. There really is. But on the same token, there is a lot of testimonies and reports of cryptid related livestock killed. So that's what makes me wonder. It wasn't until I started learning about Dogman that I started realizing a lot of stuff we experienced when I was younger could follow along that line. But I mean, I could be wrong. It could have been
tunnel.
Did you not go in the tunnel? Are you seeing the tunnel? Can you describe the tunnel? Uh, so I find that interesting. So that's something I can't really just say was cryptid related, but with the further knowledge I gained while being in this field, Melissa, I am too. I really am. I mean, I've learned a lot the last couple of years, and that's why I got to that theory that I got that maybe it was Dogman related and not cougar related. So, but I mean, and I could be wrong. That is just a theory of mine. William, my brother, how you doing? Um, that is just a theory of mine, but it's possibility or possible. Uh, I know one night here I've got to test this camcorder out because I have a lot of UFO activity that happens out here on a clear night. And I'll be honest, I'm too long in the tooth that I don't handle the cold like I used to. So trying to be out there in the cold doing some of the stuff, and the fact that the cold drains the batteries the way they do, I've not taken any of my electronics outside to do any investigations. That's why I laugh at people who has these electric cars that can't drive them in the wintertime because common sense doesn't set in. Cold drains battery. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. But I will be doing some camcorder or action if I could figure out how to set it up. I may have to get a better camcorder. I hate to say it, but I may have to. Yes, yes, and that's the difference between this type of the difference between this type of mutilations we had and the kind you're talking about is you're right. The surgical precision and the oddness of the organs and body parts removed, confusing to say the least. Or what we had out here happen out here wasn't that. What we had out here, the best way I can describe it, it was straight up animalistic behavior. I mean, their throats were ripped out. There wasn't nothing clean. You can see teeth marks. You can see like 4 claws down the bodies of the animals, the horses and the cattle and the sheep and the dogs that have been killed. You can literally see the teeth mark in the throat where the throat was ripped out by teeth. You can see the claws down the ribs, down the back of these animals. You also had claws around the neck. Um, I know there wasn't maybe a handful of that instances of the claws around the neck. Pretty much every single one of them, the throat was ripped out, and you can tell by the jagged wounds in the stomach when the stomach was ripped out. That's why I don't really put it in the UFO category on the cattle mutilations, is because of that right there. I could be wrong. I mean, I honestly could be wrong. It's just I'm going off of my research. So when it is UFO related, super, I kind of lean towards this not being that because of the gruesomeness of the wounds. Um, but I mean, who knows? I mean, that's just my theory. This was you can tell what was done was animal. It was an animal that did it. Now, was it a cougar? Was it a dog man? Was it something else? I don't know. Um, I just know most of them, if not pretty much all of them, did not fit the parameter of being cougar related. But some of them did. I'm not going to deny that. Some of them did fit that parameter. Blah, 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 parameter. So who knows? I know. I'm trying to remember. Where was I at? Man, I can tell you one thing, man. Them tank trails at Fort Riley, Kansas. I made that mistake twice being out there by myself, and I kept having the feeling something was hunting me, which I thought was cougar related back then too. I mean, that was back before I learned a lot of this other stuff too. I knew about Bigfoot, paranormal, supernatural back then, and some supernatural.
I want to stay.
You said that last week too. If you're fine and you're nice and you don't do anything to my family or you're more than welcome to stay. I have no issue with that. Do you remember who you are yet? Do you remember what I was talking about this morning with salt and wrought iron and what it will do? And when I cleanse this place with sage. Okay. Um, I'm trying to remember, where was I at? I was in the woods somewhere, and I can't remember exactly where I was at. But I came across a carcass of a deer, and it was very weird because, and I really didn't think about it at the time, but now, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I wonder.
I know.
Who are you? Are you saying you know because you know the stipulations? Um,
Hammer.
yes, I have a hammer right over here. I was using it to take stuff out. As kids, my siblings and I witnessed baby calves being ate, and their carcasses were left in the field. We would find them the next morning when they would find a mama cow hollering because her baby was gone. Man, there's been a lot of stories of that, Melissa. There has been a lot of stories of that. This deer carcass I found, the best way I can describe it, it looks like its neck literally was twisted, snapped, broken. It was very weird. Just the whole part of the head and neck area it was off. It was different. The best way I can describe it is like someone's grabbed its head and twisted it and snapped its neck. And its body looked like, oh, how do I describe it? Something big had been on it and smashed it down. And there was no insides left to it at all. And it was all jagged cuts. It was no clean cuts like somebody had been out there with a hunting knife. It was just weird. It was just really, really weird. Now that I think about it, I don't remember there ever being blood there either, though. I don't think there was blood that came out of the mouth. Or why is my pointer moving and my mouse is sitting still? I'm not even touching my mouse, and my pointer is ran across from one screen to the other and is starting to bounce up and down. What is going on with this thing? I'm literally watching my pointer. I don't know if I can get around here for you guys to see that or not. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Now you can't see it, but it's right here now. Oh, wait, I get the camcorder out and you don't want to move it no more, huh? I see how it is. I break out the camera and you don't want to play no more. That thing literally went from here over this way to my other screen. Wow. That happened to me the other day when I was talking to Corey. I wasn't even touching my mouse. I had the same thing happen. My little pointer just started going across my computer. Landed on a picture. We were talking about an Aztec and a headdress, and that was concerning his fire picture that he sent me. And he was talking about a woman that he knew, I believe Apache, if I remember correctly. And my pointer starts going over and stops on this picture. He's like, what does it look like? So I sent him a picture of it. He's like, oh my God. Well, do we need a priest here? No, it's not cordless, Melissa. It's got a cord. I don't know if I can get it up to show you. It's not cordless. What about a priest? Yeah, it could be because of that. I don't know. I just found it cool. But anyways, coming across that weird mutated deer, I always thought it was interesting. But if I remember correctly, I do not remember seeing blood coming out of the mouth or blood from the open gut. So whatever it was, it must have drained its blood first. That's the only thing I could think of. I can't really think of anything else. And the fact that, it was a jagged, just like a claw ripped it open. That's about the best way I can describe it, is like a claw ripped the stomach open. But I don't remember where that was. I do remember tank trails and, man, was it along the tank trails? Which would describe it being smashed. I just can't remember. No, because I think it's wooded. I remember wooded. Tank trails at Fort Riley, Kansas, man, that's a different beast right there. Back then I always thought it was cougars that was hunting me when I was out there catfishing the ponds of the tank trails at Fort Riley, Kansas at night. But the fact that I could shine a light, I had no eye shine.
Fool.
Who's a fool? Fool is not a nice word. Who's a fool?
Angry.
Are you angry? I'm not angry. Are you talking about you being angry?
Am I dead?
Yes, you are. Do you not remember? Do you not remember dying? Yes, yes, Melissa, big time. I really wish. I wish I knew then what I know now. I would have been smart and done stuff like that. This is a curious question you just asked. Am I dead? What do you remember last? I need to. I'm going to have to message William about this later on. That is a very interesting question he just asked. That's very direct. I can't message him right now because I'm on my phone and the computer. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it was interesting. But I mean, God, that was a long time ago. But I mean, that stuff out there, tank trails. I can even. I got a Surefire flashlight. I used a Surefire in deployments for a very long time because, yeah, see what I mean, Melissa? I mean, that was very direct. What's sad is I can't message William or anybody on that. But I used the Surefire flashlight in Iraq because if I had someone coming at my ECP, if I hit them with that Surefire, it blinded them and stopped them dead in their tracks. Because I worked ECP at night a lot. My last tour in Iraq. So that Surefire was just awesome. That Surefire, I can sit from where I'm at and about 200 plus yards away, I can hit it and it'll light it up. Yeah, Melissa, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry you are. Um, oh no, William, can you hear me now? No, I haven't used flashcards, Melissa. I never really. What do you do with the flashcards? If you can hear me now, William, let me know. I've got something I got to bring to your attention, but it's weird how it won't let me on let you come here though. Um, I'll say it's on it now. Um, do I need to send you an invite? Is that what you're talking about, William? Oh, okay. So I just literally had this thing ask me if it was dead. Okay. Simple questions. Do you remember what happened to you? Man, this fits along with what William noticed last Sunday. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I'm sorry, but you are dead. Would you like to talk about it? She said tunnel earlier, William, or it said it. Do you see a light in the tunnel or do you see dark in the tunnel? Do you feel the tunnel is wanting you to cross over? I'm gonna have to remember that. I wonder if I got something. Can you tell me what you look like? I'm gonna have to get me some of those. Is your name Brenda? Are you confused on who you are? Yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't have one in here right now, William. Let me see what I got that might work. I may have something here that would work the same. I have a battery here. This battery can roll across the table if you push it. Would you mind trying to push it for me, please?
Grandfather.
Who is the grandfather? I have a way that we may be able to communicate yes and no. If you watch this bar on my screen, see how it reacts whenever you get close to electronics and it comes up and makes that noise? Can you make that bar move on here? If you can, please make it move. You're doing good. I can see it moving a little. Let me move it away from this to make sure it's not something contaminating it. Gosh dang thing set up right. I moved it. Now you want to be a pain in the butt. If you can move this bar all the way to the end till it lights up like I showed you. Let me show you one more time. See how that lights up and goes all the way to red and makes that noise? If you could, do that for me, and that will mean yes. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, David. Okay. So either you can't make it move or you don't want to. I need to find my old little mag light that you just barely twist and you can tap it to make it come on. I wish I knew where that was at. That'd be handy right now. I may have to get another one. Um, Trying to think, but I know what you're talking about, David. I remember now that you described it. I know exactly what you're talking about. She may not have the energy to move that battery because it hasn't moved or push this up. I don't know. It may be too much. But we'll see if they interact again. So, I mean, yeah, there's just some interesting stuff that happened back then, on them tank trails and out in the woods. I really wish I could remember where I seen that deer carcass at. I mean, and it could have been around here. I mean, who knows? It very, man, I moved that thing. Now my thing's all cali wampus and doing some weird stuff. Um, that very well could have been an instant. Um, oh, when you talk about him, are you talking about um, the man in my shop? But I'm gonna have to look into that. First, it asked tunnel. Then it asked, "Am I dead?" So to me, I'm dealing with someone that doesn't know that they're dead, which is something I kind of wondered, considering some of the communications we've had. And if it was my mom and she didn't realize that she was passed away, that would make sense when she asked me to leave, or told me to go, or that she wants to stay. As long as there ain't something else messing with me. asked me my name last week. That was interesting. I think that was last week. It asked me my name. But yeah, no. So I mean, to find carcasses like that, color shapes from Walmart. I'm gonna have to look into that, Melissa. I'm really gonna have to look into that. I need to get me. I need to find that old little mag light I used to have. I need to find that because that's perfect for stuff like this right here. I've got to get my hands on a shadow box and a better digital recorder that could pick up a lot more. This is supposed to pick up a lot, but one that could pick up a lot more. I'm gonna have to get some of that stuff there. If I can't find that one little magnite, then I'll have to get me another one because it's so perfect. You can set it there and touch it, and it'll light up. And it doesn't take very much energy to light it up. That's what I find. I love them things. I wish I knew where that was at. I'm trying to think of anything else I might got or have that'll be easy for her to interact with it. Oh, that's snow. I kept hearing something breathing. I was like, what the hell? And I'm looking around. He's asleep at the bottom of my chair. Earlier, you said basement. I don't have a basement. Is that the last thing you remember is a basement? You've said basement before, and I don't have one. Why do you say basement? It seems like it, Melissa, or David. It really does. It really does seem like it. I mean, I've had interactions at nighttime. Um, the first time I started doing EVPs with it, I didn't before I figured out how to use this deal. When I was able to record on here, we were talking about God and Odin and Zeus and Jesus. I'm going to definitely have to do that, Melissa. No, William, I'm not for sure. Now, when we first moved out here, we had a very satanic feeling to it. We ended up having to have a preacher come out twice and bless the property because of the demons that we've seen out here and the other things that we'd had witnessed out here. Since they've been out here, we have not had that kind of issue before or since then. Um, I have seen weird stuff out here. One night, and now this in here, I can't be honest. It's paranormal. I don't know. I know I was pretty tired. This was back when I was working 2 or 3 shifts at a time. I woke up. We had a trailer. It was down the hill here, kind of where mine is now. It's actually exactly where mine is now. My other one is. That ended up burning to the ground because my brother left the bottom part of my wood stove open, burnt my place to the ground. But I had a water bed there. And I woke up one morning and all I could see was a skeleton on a horse screaming at me. Now, I don't know if that was I can't say that's paranormal. Did it scare the crap out of me? Yes. But I was really sleep deprived at the time, too. So I cannot say that I wasn't dreaming or that was real. But I mean, I've I've seen people down here. I've got a little girl that likes to sing and dance by my old trailer. You can tell she's young. She can't be more than 10, 12 years old. Um, she's the same one that used to mess with my stuff down there that I told her if she didn't stop, I was going to evict her. Um, she is, best way I can describe it is possibly the late 1800s era. Um, which I know there has been an old settlement here from what I've found on my property. But she's a white girl. Looks like it's somewhere around 1865, maybe a little older time frame just by the clothing. Um, let's see. I've had my covers moved on me. Um, I could have swore that somebody was sitting on a bed next to me before. I woke up one day feeling I couldn't move. I was in sleep paralysis. I couldn't move or talk. And I could literally feel something. It was like sucking everything out of me. That's why I think it's probably a vampiric style, an energy vampire. Um, but then you heard banging going on through my house. It was like something was fighting something else. And I always chalked that up to my grandmother, who said that, my very first paranormal experience, which was my mom's mom, when she died, I seen her and she always said, Eric, I love you and I will always protect you. I chalked that up to that. Now, then again, at the same time, it was around the same time that I was working all them hours that I used to work back then. Could I have been sleep deprived and that's what was causing it? I cannot tell you no or yes on that. That is it's a possibility. Sleep deprived can play a lot of tricks on your mind. It really can. Now, as far as sleep paralysis, I've dealt with that a lot in my life. I have very high energy in my body. I can't wear expensive watches. I'll burn an expensive watch out quicker than I'll get out. I've tried it 3 times, and each time it didn't last but a week, and I burnt an expensive watch out. So I don't wear expensive watches when I do wear watches, because I've just got high energy that goes through my body, and for some reason I don't know why you'd think it'd affect a cheap watch, not an expensive one, but something about expensive one, it just doesn't. Um, we also have a few small stuffed animals that we can use as trigger objects, especially for child spirits. I keep them in a small pack. Yeah, I mean, I've got some of those too. Um, One of the things when I think it's because it's my mom is the fact that Snow is always with me. And Snow was her dog until she passed away. And a lot of times it's Snow being right there when it's saying, that's mine, or I want one. That kind of makes me wonder, and because of that right there. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of variables to it. So I mean, some of my paranormal stuff I don't talk about because I can't definitively say it was paranormal because there's another aspect of my life that was happening at that time that could alter that judgment. So the skeleton on the horse screaming at me at the foot of my bed, um, feeling something hold me down where I can't move, and then all of a sudden you hear crashing and banging throughout my trailer. Could that have been that? Yes, but also could be sleep deprived as well. Being sleep deprived may also open your mind up to more susceptible stuff. I'm guessing, and I've wondered that. I have not done enough research on that list, or David, but that is a very good possibility. I've often wondered that myself. I know being sleep deprived can make you see and hear things and hallucinate stuff, but that's one thing I've got to do research on. Is it actually hallucination, or is it actually opening you up to seeing more? It's interesting. It really is interesting to know if that's the case or not. Um, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know enough about that to say yes or no. But that is a good theory. I mean, that's something we need to look into. Definitely a very good theory. And whoever was talking to me hasn't been saying anything lately. And if you're hearing running, that's my daughter who's not supposed to be running in my house. I can, well, you know, jogging is running. We don't do that in my house. Thank you. I have kids, they say. They are fun, they say.
I am quite swell, I did say.
Huh? I'm on a show, honey. You need to quit. Little turkey butt. Hang
I
it.
said I am quite swell if I do say so myself.
Well, I don't know. Okay, well,
Extravagant.
I'm on a live. You're being rude. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Overactive teenager. But so yeah, no, I mean it's cool. I wonder if it's trying to figure out and try to realize that it's actually has passed on, and that's why we're not hearing it now.
Mom? Oh my gosh, it's not working. Mom?
Need to meet who, David?
I'm gonna call
Are you talking about the ones that's talking to me here, or did I miss something? Oh, yeah. She's been on here before. She is like a spitting image of me, but blonde haired, curly eyed girl. And she doesn't like to show her face on the deal. But she's been on a couple times. Um, I have to be careful with that because I don't have this as kid friendly, so that way people can contact me. Even though she's 17, I'm not sure. I have to do some more research on YouTube if that's one. The live ones. I don't know if she's alive. Sometimes I wonder if she ain't a freaking zombie. Okay, so that is a very good question, Melissa. My daughter is very in tune to stuff like I am. At the same time, she has not learned how to quiet her mind. And she has, like me when I was younger, had a very active imagination. Um, she is getting better about quieting her mind, but she still has work to do when it comes to quieting it, if that makes sense. So I have to be careful with what she says or what she experiences because of that. You know, like my cast iron flying out at her earlier, that is probably paranormal. My cast iron, you know, anybody knows anything about cast iron, they just ain't going to go flying off a shelf. They're pretty heavy. I love cast iron. I cook with cast iron a lot. I'm a big fan of cast iron. So now, is it possible that she snagged them and pulled them off? Yes, that is possible. I did not see what happened. I just heard it. And she was sitting there with her eyes open going, this cast iron just flew out at me. So yes, it is possible that's what's happened. Oh my God, she is freaking hyped up now. Her friend better not have gave her sugar. Oh, she is hyped up right now. But yeah, I mean, that happened a little bit ago, just a couple hours ago. When I was in here talking to Penny, I heard a crash in the kitchen and went out there, and she said, the cast iron just flew out at me. Did she leave you in here again, Bucky? I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry if you guys hear somebody
It's bright. Phone.
My phone is bright. Or is it my computer screen that is bright? What's bright? If you're, are you saying my phone is bright? Huh. No, William. She said it's bright, and then she said phone. Give me a second. I gotta let Bucky out, or he's gonna. Yeah, I'm coming. I don't know why she does that. Yes, Melissa, my mom pretty much was the decent mother figure in her life for a very long time. Yeah, some of the cast iron was my mom's, some of it was mine.
Who is she?
Melissa is a friend of mine on my YouTube channel. She is not the Melissa that you're thinking of. Did you think that she was
Anne.
Anne? Who's Anne?
It's inside.
What's inside? What's inside? Are you talking about him?
No.
Not. Well, Snow, you shouldn't have went out the door. I'm coming. You spoiled little brat. Were you saying Snow was not inside? Is that what you mean? Well, you're the one who went out the door, buddy. Were you trying to tell me that Snow wanted inside? Huh. So it's inside and not. So we've had tunnel. Am I dead? It's bright. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. Think clearly. What is your name? But no, you're spoiled. You are spoiled rotten. It's hard to do things when you're sitting in my face in my lap and give me that look. I don't want kissies on the lips. Nope, nope. Get that down here. Awful needy today, buddy. But yeah, so we'll see if it starts talking again. Yeah, that. So I mean, I've dealt with several types of mutilations, but my experience as mutilation has not been what people generally think of mutilations. It's always been very animalistic. That kid never learns. So I mean, it's interesting. And to furthermore on yours, Melissa, it wasn't just one cast iron; it was like three. So part of it was hers, part of it was mine. Um, so I can't say. Now, would that have been something she would have done if she was mad? Yeah. Could she have been doing something that because my daughter had been doing something that upsetted her, if that's who it was? Yeah, that is possible. So I can't deny that one bit. But yeah, no, that's been my experiences on them cattle mutilations. I can't think of anything else. I mean, yeah, I've seen some stuff out there, but I've not seen that side of it. I just know of encounters and watching videos of investigations about them. She must be trying to think hard, or she's out there with the kids. Interesting. I need to figure out who this is. I'm trying to think how I can get her to remember who she is.
Flashlight.
I wish I had a flashlight. Uh, Give me 1 second, Melissa. I don't have a flashlight here. Um, my flashlights are in my bedroom. Can I show you a picture? I'll bring this over here so you guys can see what I'm getting ready to show her. I just thought about that. If you're still on here, William, let me know if this is who you saw. Do you recognize this picture? I'm waiting for it to load up on your guys' end. Do you see snow in the picture? Is this you? That's a picture of Mom and Snow together. And I just thought about that when you was talking about flashcards and trigger objects. Can you see William Nighthawk? Can you see me? Are you still here? Trying to think. Are you Cherokee? Oh, crap, I forgot. Hello in Cherokee. Cold gosh. Stope! 9! Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Hello in Cherokee. Let's see, Colga. That's Crow. That's going to bug the hell out. I know I haven't spoken in a long time, but I can't remember. Stope! 9! Oseo. Oshai. Yeah, that's the one I found. Listen, that's the one I was thinking of was Oseo, but I couldn't remember if that was correct or not. What? I'm on a live, honey. What's up? She. She.
Sure.
We had a response there, William. Hey, Yessie. Sorry, my daughter's just had something happen outside. Are you Lakota?
Day.
Day. Oh, day. Day. What does that mean? That sounds familiar. Day. Hey, Yessie. Come here. I'm trying. I'm doing like 3 different things at one time. You don't have. So you heard what sounded like a human trying to mimic a dog.
In the same spot that Karen thought she heard me calling her voice.
Yeah.
Because we were
We were
walking.
walking.
Okay. Calm down. One at a time, please.
Okay. We were walking and we were singing because we had YouTube playing and we was listening to songs. We were just chilling, right? And then we heard it, and it was in the same spot that she thought she heard my voice calling her last time. And it sounded like a coyote, but it also sounded kind of human. So we were like, no. We were like, no. So we ran back to the house.
And it was getting closer. It was chasing after us.
No, like it kept getting louder, and it was like in the field over there.
Yeah, and then we started running, and then it kept howling, and then
And then
it fell
she
down.
tripped. She tripped. It was funny.
So stay inside because if it is what it was a couple weekends ago, you guys don't need to be outside.
Okay. But it was so funny because we were like running, and then she like stupidly went over, not in the path we were supposed to go, because there was mud in her. She was like, face planted. I was like, ha ha ha.
Okay.
It
All right.
was
Well,
funny.
I'm on a live, so
Okay.
yeah, I wanted to make sure I understood. So,
We were so scared.
hey, William, what does day mean? Or are you talking about day as in today?
In the corner.
Which corner? Hey, Tracy. Okay. It said day, day, but I'm wondering if the computer mixed up tay with day. I know that sounds familiar for some reason, though, but I cannot remember. This says tay is a Scottish adverb, a Scots word for 2, 1, 2, a Scots word for 2. No, maybe. Um, that's what I'm wondering. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Man, it's kind of man. I have got to get caught up on my language. Just you don't speak something for several years, you forget everything about it. It seems like. Are you Cherokee? Are you Sioux? specifically of the Osage tribe. I remember last week you said you was confused, and William thought he felt that you was confused. Would you like my help on figuring out who you are and what happened to you? Does any of these pictures look kind of like you? Over here is where these pictures are. Do any of these pictures kind of look like you? Uh, don't look like they're talking much right now. Which, if they're confused, which has been what it said a few times during before, and then what Williams picked up, that would make sense. So it makes trying to figure things out hard. Huh. I was trying to think of ways to figure out more of who we're talking to. That is difficult when they're confused. Um, Oshi. A freaking hoot owl this time of the year. Man, I just heard a hoot owl right out here. I rarely ever hear them this time of year. Ooh. Oh, it's all the way on the other side of my office. I was just thinking about putting my camera up to shine out that window. I didn't even think about it. Boy, that sounded like a pretty big hoot owl, too. It could be my guest. Was you guys able to hear that hoot owl on here? Hey, stop it. 9. Boy, that thing sounded big, and it sounded like it was over at the drive in my garage. Now it's over here. Same one, though. I can tell by the tone. Woo, 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 woo. It must be a pair of them because now there's one way back here. Although it sounded the same. Kind of had the same tone to it. That's interesting. Is that owls out there making sounds, or is that something else? Man, I haven't heard an owl out here in a long time. Not since late fall. That is cool. I used to sit out there and talk with them at night, and my girls would just sit there and just giggle because I'm out there talking with the owl. Ooh. You had something mimicking a coyote howl, and now I'm getting kind of loud hoot owls. I should have not have been hooting back. That's what I'm starting to think, William. It just dawned on me what I was doing. I'm so used to talking with the hoot owls that it just didn't register until the last minute that I was dealing with something like that. Kind of got excited for a second because sometimes my guest will sound like a hoot owl when they're talking to me. You can usually feel it vibrate through your chest, though. This just sounded loud. It sounded like over by my shop, which is 60, 70 yards from my trailer. Then it sounded like it was over here, but the tone hadn't changed at all from there to there. And then it sounded like it was back over here, and the tone changed just a little. Elemental, man, that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Depending. Let me grab my camera real quick. Curiosity. Cute. Oh, it won't do it. Oh, man. Too much. What the fuck? Too much glare. Sorry, it freaked me out for a second. I could have swore I seen a pair of eyes coming. I've got a recording. I don't have a glare coming off of it now. There's not a whole lot of light outside. I don't know. It'd be worth a try. Huh. Yeah, I didn't think about that, William. That is a very good point. I needed.
Romeo just attacked a monkey.
Yeah, why? What happened?
I don't know. They were just chilling in the room. All of a sudden, Romeo was like growling and he was whining.
All right, just keep an eye on. Hey, turn the front porch light on for me. I'm trying to experiment.
Okay.
Thank you. I need to do some more research on the elementals. My memory is foggy on them. Let me see here. Might be able to pull something up by now.
Down.
What do you mean by down?
Lady.
Down lady. Are you the down lady? Oh. Human beings to be composed of three parts: an elemental body, a side real spirit, and an immortal divine soul. Elementals lack this part, the element or the immortal soul. However, by marriage with a human being, the elemental and its offsprings could gain a soul. That's per Pericles. Let's see what this one says here. I'm doing a little research while we're doing this, guys. For the most comprehensive and elucidative exposition of the occult, the branches of dealing with extinct mankind. Mankind is indebted to the philosophers of Pericles, prince of alchemists and Hermetic philosophers, and true professor of the royal secret. Pericles believed that each of the four primary elements known to the ancients, earth, fire, air, and water, consist of a subtle vaporous principle and a gross corporeal substance. So, Day, are you a fire elemental? Interesting. Oh, my theory ain't working. Even with the outside line on, it's still not shining. I've got to get a better camera that you can see better at night. Makes you wonder, Day, are you an elemental? Okay, it's a ground. So are you a earth elemental? And that would make sense, William, because I live in the Ozark Mountains. There's a lot of old magic here. They were the biggest and oldest mountain ranges in the United States, I know for sure, for a very long time. I mean, they've just been eroded down. So the fact that I could be dealing with that type with an elemental here is not beyond the realm of possibility. Is this why you was confused? Because you could not remember who you were or what you were? Yeah, it's not going to work the way I wanted it. If you are an elemental, it is an honor to have you here and you communicate with me. Yeah, they're not talking very much anymore. Man, we're coming close to the 2 hour mark. Kind of debating if I want to keep this going or not, especially considering they ain't talking very much anymore. Um, I'm going to have to look more into that, William, because if I remember correctly, elementals could be one or two things. Yeah, no, I can't. I want to say if you're doing good, then they are good with you. But if you're doing bad, then they cause havoc for you. But I could be wrong. I can't. God, it's been so long. I can't remember. I'm going to have to research this. That is totally a possibility, though. But so I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to shut this down. I want to say a few things. First off, join William and I tomorrow morning on Paranormal Weekend with William Nighthawk on his YouTube channel. It's always a pleasure being on there with William. William's in the chat tonight. So I definitely highly recommend we go over there. Okay, that's what I was thinking, William. Thank you for clarifying that with me. That's what I was thinking of. It has been a good night. I mean, I love everybody. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much. It is an honor to have you on with me. Let's like I said earlier today, let's keep William in our thoughts and prayers with what he's dealing with. Let's keep DA
Come
Robert
closer.
to where? Come closer to where?
Idiot.
Well, that's not very nice. Why you call me an idiot? I don't know where you want me to come closer to. But watch our show on William's YouTube channel at William Nighthawk 6633 for Weekend Paranormal tomorrow morning. Even though DA is not able to do a show tonight, if you guys get a chance to get on YouTube, look up DX Machina. Perfect, William. So William says here, we are starting with Elemental Sunday morning. So tomorrow morning, the window. That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% for sure. I'm closer. Is that you that's been watching? Portal. Where's the portal? I don't see it. I feel really weird. Is this the portal? Is this why you told me to get closer? When I got close to the window, I felt really weird. Is that the portal that I'm feeling?
Drip.
Drip.
I don't like it.
Motion behind me. What is it you don't like? Water is portal. Yes, I forgot all about that, William. See you, Melissa. Thank you for coming on. Water is portal. I do have water right outside my window, down in a dish for the dogs. And my outside water fountain is right outside my window. Are you trying to manifest right now? William said he saw movement behind me. Or were you trying to make me get out of the way of the portal? And my hoot owl stopped talking a little bit ago. Let me continue on here. Being very sporadic, but I do thank you for coming to talk to me. I love having these conversations we have on the weekends, and I am very honored that you come to talk to me. I would like to do this more and learn more about you. Are you okay about that? Okay, not talking. So we'll go ahead and start winding this down. I've got to start winding down myself because I don't want to oversleep in the morning and miss being on with William, especially on this with elementals and portal. Man, I did. I got such a weird feeling. How do I describe it? Best best way I can describe it is like I had energy swirling inside of me when she told me to look out. When I looked out the window and she said portal, it was just like I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I mean, the best way I can do it, it's like a whirlwind of energy was twirling within me. I was tingly, I guess. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It was cool. But tomorrow, let's get on William Nighthawk's show, Paranormal Weekend. Um, William is a fountain of information and a fountain of knowledge, and you'll really like his show. And so hopefully we'll see you guys then. And then I have my show tomorrow night with Jesus Payon Jr., where we're going to continue on with Giants and whatever else we decide to talk about. Jesus Payon Jr. was in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and he was in like 50 other movies. So it's going to be a good weekend. Let's hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And to everybody that watching this now and watch it later,
There's 4.
there's 4 what? Four elements? Everybody, peace, love, and happy. Yeah, that's what I thought, William. 4 elements. Peace and love to everybody. Thank you so much for coming and watching my show. Interesting. I don't know why I can't see him. That's weird. I mean, my feelings is see if I can get my finger to work. There, over here, and over here, but I can't see nothing. I just get feelings that I've got all around me here. Oh, that's awesome that you guys are here and enjoying this with me and with my guest on here. Thank you so much for coming. Wow, I think I just seen one of you guys. I seen an altar in a pattern right here. Was that one of you? Oh, that was snow. Yeah, no, if they're elementals, I'm not worried about it, Tracy. So, but I'll see you guys tomorrow, and much love to you guys. Thank you so much, and all you new subscribers, thank you so much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, I did, William. That's why I was saying thank you for coming on and enjoying this with us. I am truly honored that they have. That is
Judy.
Man, is that you that I'm feeling? I have a tingling sensation in me right now. Was that you? It was the same feeling I had when I looked out the window. Is your name Judy? Thank you again for talking with me and my friends. We are greatly honored that you have come to talk with us, and you have for a couple weekends now. we enjoy listening to you, and we enjoy your interactions and your manifestations. Um, Thank you so much that I am honored that you would do that with me. Um, I hope to be able to learn more from you in the future. Would you be willing to teach me some of your knowledge? We will rest for now, and I hope to hear you again from you again soon. Um, my friends, also thank you for coming and interacting with me and with us. And I just don't know how to describe it. I'm really thankful and honored. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see
Knife.
you. Knife. Yeah, I have a knife right here. It's a Scallywag tactical knife. Is this the one you was talking about? Is it? Is this what you were wanting to know? It's called an Orca from Scallywag Tactical. Should I keep one on me tonight? They don't like lead. I got lead in the room, but my knife ain't lead. There might be some lead in it. Um, Tracy, I don't know. Apparently, I have an earth elemental here, and now there's four elementals, which is honoring. I was trying to figure out what they meant by knife.
Never.
Never?
Restless.
I understand. So I asked if I should sleep with a knife, and it just said never and restless. That's what I'm wondering. Sometimes I sleep with a knife under my pillow. Sometimes I sleep with a pistol under my pillow. I don't have one under there right now. So I've asked it if I should sleep with a knife tonight. It said never restless. Are you talking about Snow being restless? Because he is acting very restless right now. He's stuck between wanting to go outside to see what's outside the room to see what's going on and being in here with me. But, okay, guys, so I'm sorry. Every time I get ready to close, they speak. It's like they don't want me to close it down yet. So, but guys, thanks again tonight, and we'll see you later. William, I'll talk with you in the morning. It cuts long, deep, and continuous, William. Yeah, they can. Especially, it seems like cats really can too, which I have cats and dogs here. But you guys come on to William's show tomorrow morning. And those of you guys who watch us later on, you have any questions or you notice anything or you want to say anything, put it in my chats. The first chance I get to answer, I will. So with that being said, man, peace and love to everybody. Thank you for being a part of my show and the family we have here. And thank you, everybody, for interacting. Have a blessed day.